Hello everyone, this is Monstertaming coming at you with another Kitchen Fates team review video. This time we're going to be looking at another one of Inku's teams. So, to get things started here, we have a Black Mask Slifer, an Aloe Salamander, a Peach Mechid, and a Rations Imbear. You can already tell just by those descriptions alone, this team is not exactly a normal team. This is more of I would say an experimental team or a little bit of an off-meta team, but a team that looks interesting nonetheless, so let's get talking. Black Mask with Slifer, you're going to love to see the use of Crescent Strike, Bite, and Fling with that. You're going to do so much damage with those abilities, but your life is going to drain extremely quickly. Black Mask also has a little bit of a thing. Does it say that in Fling's description? Um, yeah, it technically says, but doesn't blatantly say. Black Mask does extra damage when you hit with Fling too. So if you want, you can just literally start the game, fling Black Mask at somebody, do a little bit of extra damage than Fling would normally do, and, you know, just be done with it. It'd be almost like running no item on Cypher if you did it like that, but it is an option. And then Bite and Crescent Strike will do damage. This turns Slifer into a huge glass cannon, especially since you have no form of healing whatsoever unless you steal it from your enemy, which is why Pilfer is very useful in this situation, not only with Fling, but you're going to rely a lot on Pilfer on the Slifer because you need to get some stuff for your Fling. You need to probably get a Rations, preferably a Peach, and it's just overall a very hyper aggressive Slifer, very much suiting Inku. Honestly, Inku is one of the most aggressive players. A fun fact about Inku is there was a day a long time ago where me and Peksan, who was actually the #1 player that's probably ever played Kindred Fates, won the first tournament, were thinking that Slifer was completely useless. This is before Slifer had Pilfer and Fling, and Inku played Slifer in such a way that it actually made Slifer seem viable even before any of the reworks were done in any way, shape, or form. Like basic vanilla Slifer. That was pretty awesome. So Inku is someone who knows what he's doing with Slifer, and you really, really need to know Slifer to play a build like this. It's probably not the most efficient way to play Slifer, but I'm sure it is really fun if you get good at it. Salamander, Aloe, I've said it before, Salamander is going to get bullied by Imbear, so Aloe's not a bad choice. You have to use Hook and Howl. Won't talk about them anymore like a broken record. Crescent Strike, good damage. Bite, good damage. Riptide, I love the aesthetics of Riptide. I love the idea behind Riptide. By the way, you can switch while using it if you didn't know. If your switch timer is up, you're not locked in, so if they do escape by somehow, you can switch to someone else. They can't bully you while you're stuck in Riptide. Just a little fun fact there. But without the ability to catch someone's shields, like hook them while they're shielded or something like that, I feel like Riptide's not going to see that much use for Force Salamander. Mechid here, we see Peach, which there's something odd about Mechid. Like, look at his defense; it's huge. He has incredibly high defense and special defense. He has pretty strong health. You know, the second most in this team, and probably like I think the third most in the game or something like that, behind Shovelet and Salamander. But he just doesn't really feel like he lasts that long. So I do like Peach over Rations, and with the way that Inku has built this Mechid, I can see he's going for very, very high sustainability. Still trying to make Crush work. You have Rage, which can play into the fact that you have Peach, so it can help you with your buff your attack up. Fortify, you're not going to really be able to use this much on almost any map besides like Ruins or nowadays Caverns, because that it's just how buffs work. They're too easy to counter. Rush will rush people down, get you close to them so that you can maybe use Crush, or more importantly, get you away from them if they're, super aggressive like a Salamander or like a Quicksand or something. And Iron Fist, you basically have to use Iron Fist to hit somebody with something like Crush or maybe Rage if you're really close when you use it. I can respect this Mechid build. I have played this Mechid build. This Mechid build does not work though. I've never seen anyone make it work. I've never made it work myself. but I respect the effort put into trying. Rations, Imber is the only logical choice for him. Imber is very much used as a trader. He's a bruiser. He's going to be in combat a lot, and he's going to take damage a lot, so you need some kind of healing item on him. His kit is completely and utterly basic. You basically can't mess with Imber's kit, so I don't want to talk about that again, because I've talked about it every single episode Imber has showed up in. And overall, the general idea behind this team seems to be heavy into the tankiness. I think it goes pretty good into tankiness and sustainability. It is surprisingly lacking in sustainability, because that this Ember doesn't have Peach, so the and Ember's not going to make great use out of rations. It's going to be better than like a Xanthodote, I guess, would be your other option in this situation. It's going to do better than that, but at the same time, Ember doesn't have a lot of movement abilities. Well, doesn't have any movement abilities, so you're not going to be able to really put distance between you and your opponent to make good use of rations. Your Mechid has to fortify, or else he's going to do literally nothing with Crush. And your Salamurder and Slifer are both damage machines, but they're both very vulnerable. So overall, the team looks better on the surface than it actually is. I feel like Mechid is the biggest weak link here in the way that he relies too heavily on his buffs. I would probably give Mechid rations, give Ember, Peach, and that would probably help things a little bit, but then you're kind of shafting your Mechid. So overall, I feel like poor Mechid is the thing that's mostly holding this team back, but otherwise, it is a very solid team. It's a very unique team, one I would not recommend to beginners, but one that is interesting to study and think about how this could maybe be made viable. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Monstertaming Bisloba, signing off. Hope you all join me for the next one, and until then, goodbye, God bless, and see you all next time. Bye-bye.